Welcome to Boulder, Colorado, home of USA Ultimate's College Championships. I'm Elliot Trotter. Today marked the first day of competition as the nation's top open and women's teams competed in pool play for a chance at the brackets. Let's go to the highlights. In the open division, Harvard faced off against Whitman in Pool D in one of the first games of the day. Harvard got on the board first with a long backhand throw from Alan He to Devin Williams. Harvard up 1-0. Later, Harvard up 4-2. Whitman's Ben McGinn finds a streaking Jeremy Norton in the end zone for the score. Whitman just one behind. However, Redline is looking fierce at the big show and would prove to be too much for the Sweets, pulling away in the end with Callahan nominee George Stubbs finding Devin Williams for the game winner. Final score, Harvard 15, Whitman 9. Next up, it was time for number 1 seeded Pittsburgh to take on number 8 Iowa. Early on, Pitt down 2 when Isaac Soll connects with Alex Thorne in the end zone. Pitt only down 1, 5-4. Moments later, Pitt would strike again as junior Tyler DeGirolamo throws a beautiful bending forehand to junior Jason Kuzna for the score. Pitt ties it at 5-all. After a back and forth, Pitt is up 10-8, but Iowa's sideline is loud and IHawk is determined to keep it close. Senior Nick Moore heaves a disc into the end zone, and graduate Sean Parker amazingly comes up with the score, soaring above a sea of Pitt players. Iowa only down by 1. After tying it up at 10-all, Iowa is looking for the go-ahead point. Senior Jake Short gets the disc right outside the end zone and sends up a short, low forehand to freshman Jake Oakley for the score. Ojai upset. Later on, Iowa up 13-12 with the soft cap in place. First 1-14 wins. Junior Tyler Glenn sends the forehand to Nick Sanchez for the game-winning score. An 8-seeded Iowa pulls off the upset over number 1 seed Pitt. After the game, Iowa senior captain Nick Moore spoke to his team.
We have another game today.
We're gonna everybody!
Be just as intense. Yeah. And we're going to roll this pool. And we're not going to let up.
Hell yeah.
All
We have a
tournament.
chance to go to Colorado!
In the afternoon, the hometown squad, Colorado Mama Bird, faced off against Oregon Ego for each team's second match of the day. Both Mama Bird and Ego logging a win earlier. To the action we go. Early on, it's all Mama Bird as sophomore star Jimmy Mickle sends an explosive backhand to Heidi Snyder for the point. Colorado up 3-1. Oregon would make a comeback though, with freshman Ian Campbell finding Chris Davis, who just beats the Colorado defender for the score, tying it up 3-3. Later on, Colorado starts to pull away. Up by 2, Jimmy Mickle connects with Xander Paget, making 8-5 Mama Bird. Colorado would cruise to a 15-8 victory, their second of the day. And barring complete disaster tomorrow, Mama Bird will most likely advance out of pool play. In one of the more anticipated matchups of the day, 3rd-seeded Florida faced off against 6th-seeded Wisconsin in a rematch of the 2008 finals on the same fields. Early on, this game was all Wisconsin, as the Hodags are up 4-1. Colin Geppert on the long shot finds Pat Donovan for the score, Wisconsin with the commanding 5-1 lead. However, Florida would make a game of it, clawing back. Down 1, the Gators' Cole Sullivan connects with Alan Bard, tying it up at 10 apiece. With a soft cap in place, the first team to 12 wins. The Hodags had scored again, making it 11-10. Dayu Liu is driving to the end zone, sends the hammer to Dave Wiseman, who drops a quick backhand to Jerry McGinnis in the end zone, giving the Hodags the win over the Gators. Over in the women's division, 7th seed North Carolina took on 14th seeded Carleton during the first round of the women's championship. A close game early with North Carolina up 4-3 after the Carleton turnover. UNC strings together a couple quick passes, getting the disc in the hands of freshman Shelly Cohn. Cohn hits a smooth backhand and connects with Pleiades star Leela Tunnel for the score. UNC up 5-3. Later in the game, still close, UNC up by 1 when Leela Tunnel finds freshman Emma Johnson for the score. UNC up 9-7. Don't count out Carleton just yet though. After a big comeback, the Syzygies are up 12-11. Looking for the game winner after a soft cap went into place at 11. Senior Anna Snyder hits the long huck to senior Liz Arakai for the score and the W. Carleton gets the upset over UNC 13-11 in Pool B play. Over in Pool A, UC Santa Barbara went up against Michigan. Early on, it was all flywheel as senior Kim Culpin finds Katie Poulos for the score. Michigan up 2-0. However, UC Santa Barbara would come back. Tied 3-3, Monique Marchetti with a short backhand to senior Marie Medeiros puts UCSB ahead by 1. Later, it's all UCSB as they are up 14-11, looking for the win. Just outside the end zone, Stephanie Carba sends a short flick pass to sophomore Alicia Thomas for the game winner. The number 1 seed Burning Skirts take their opener 15-11. Following that game, it was time for UNC's second of the day as they took on Oregon. Early on, it's all Oregon as Christina Schuler connects with Julia Sherwood for the score. The Fugue up 3-1. Later on, North Carolina down 2. Shelly Cohn sends a precision backhand to a sprinting Britta Jones, who makes the catch in stride, giving UNC the points. The Pleiades are only down 1, 11-10. Later on, it's all tied up at 13, and with a soft cap in place, Next Point wins. Oregon is on the attack. Katie Crayley with the buttery backhand to Sophie Darch. Crayley makes the run, and Darch finds her in the end zone to complete the give and go and give Oregon the point and the W, their second of the day. Over in Pool C play, UNC Wilmington Seaweed went up against California in each team's first game of the tournament. Early on, Cal up 2-1 when the Pie Queens and Chi Sao finds Palak Shah in the end zone. Cal up by 2. A little bit later, UNC Wilmington is down by 1 when senior Sarah Casey sends the big backhand to Lisa Papa for the score. Tie game. UNC Wilmington would pull away. Up 14-7 and looking for the game winner, senior Kelly Tidwell finds a sprinting Jessica Patrick for the acrobatic catch, score, and the win. And so concludes day 1 of the action out here in Boulder. There have been a lot of great games and some even more interesting upsets. The stage is set for more exciting action tomorrow. In the Open Division, can Iowa IHUC build on their upset over Pitt? Can Colorado continue to ride the wave of hometown support to a championship? In the Women's Division, can anyone stop Oregon Feud, or will it be a repeat of the 2010 College Championships? Can UNC turn it around and get a W? Follow all the action on USAUltimate.org. I'm Elliot Trotter. Thanks for watching.